know, some birdie told me you're a Scorpio. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. For a lot of people, it might be a good thing. For a lot of people, it might be a bad thing. I know a lot of Scorpions that I really, really care. My fashion twins, her birthdays are coming up. But your birthday's coming up.
Right.
So we have a little happy birthday thing for you.
Oh, yeah?
So hopefully the candle doesn't go out by the time it gets here. So, you know how Puerto Ricans are? We're going to sing happy birthday 3, 4, 5 different ways.
One is cool for me,
Ale,
though.
Samuele, to you.
Thank you.
To you.
Thank you.
Mr. Scorpio.
Appreciate
So,
that.
well, it's a little ya tú sabes. It was made by love. Happy
appreciate
birthday.
that.
May all your wishes come true to, you know, paz, dinero y amor y longevity.
Thank you. Longevity is always a great one.
You know? Oh, and we got shots too, so.
Okay.
No, you can't though. I'm not gonna do like that girl in the meme.
Yo, she's viral. But for 3 years old was the strongest thing I ever
listen,
seen.
I would have done the same thing.
Yo, she really like grabbed for 3 years old?
Yeah.
She's a fighter.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's probably a Taurus.
She's a fighter. I was like, oh my God. If that
I've
was,
seen that and I'm
I was like, and the girl that she did it to was like, so what? I still blew out the candle.
Basically, like I still blew your candle. Like I don't know.
Whatever. I don't care. I thought we was besties.
No,
Like.
it's her sister. That's the thing about it. It's her little sister. Okay, birthday shots.
Oh man.
Yep.
I hope it's Henny.
It's Henny Priv. I'm not gonna give you.
Oh, okay.
It's Henny Priv.
Henny Priv.
Any single time you're around me
Aquí
or
quieren
anybody's
uno
around me,
borracho.
it's Henny Priv.
Aquí dando DUI.
No tiene que. Pero no diga que estás bebiendo. Dice it's like it's sanitizer.
Salud.
Salud. Happy birthday.
Gracias.
You know the vibes. True, no. If it's not
Vibes.
Priv,
These are the vibes.
it's the vibes.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege, exactly. Thank you. Don't chase my liquor just like my men. Bomb. You see? It's gonna melt and everything.
That hurt.
What, that shot?
Yeah.
We'll chase it with more liquor.
Oof.
Mira, I'm not
was
responsible for anything that happened. I'll say, talking about, so I seen this funny thing on Chub. Listen, how long, okay, so I seen a commercial that you did. It was basically, I got into an accident, so I needed to get lawyered up, so I called Mark Ruby.
Well, you know, I can't help it. I act, you know what I mean? I got. It's poppin'. You know, I do a little acting and all that. You know, I've been blessed to be able to say I've done commercials, I've done a couple of movies, a couple of pilots.
Okay.
You know. And you know, I did that commercial. It was funny though.
I know it was. I seen it. I'm like, oh my God, I have to put this on there.
Funny thing, we shot that in Southie.
Ew.
And it was like, it was real nice that day, but it was mad windy. And I couldn't wear a hat.
I know, I'm like, wait, that's not that. He always has a hat on. That's like his MO, his hat to the side.
They was like, yeah, but we want you to have Willie Sanchez. We don't want the Chubby Chub. I was like, all right.
But he was like, oh yeah, but I'm DJ Chubby.
I still had to say I was Chubby Chub, you know what I mean? But they was like, they really want the Willie Sanchez look without the hat.
Yeah, I needed to get lawyered up. I'm like, I was dying. I'm like, I have to mention
Trust
it.
me, they've been laughing at me for years about that.
But you're not just a DJ, well-known in New England and the States. You're also internationally known.
I'm blessed. Passport gang. You know what I mean? Been able to travel the world and be in different places.
You actually did a song with, oh my God, I just had the name in the top of my head, freestyle.
Stevie B.
Stevie B. I seen that.
We did a song with Dynasty and in Brazil. I did a Brazilian album. I got a Brazilian album. It's not finished yet. I did a song for Spring Love, and when we did it, we didn't envision having Stevie. But what happened was the producer, Map Style, he was good friends with Stevie. He like, yo, Stevie's gonna love this song. I was like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right, because Stevie B is big
Yeah, yeah.
in Brazil, like, super big. Like, so we was like, yeah, okay. Well, Stevie heard the record 3 hours later. Guys, I'm on it. We was like, what?
Stevie B?
He's on FaceTime, and I'm like, spring love, come back to. Like, yo, part in my body, like all that became something to me. Like, you know what I mean? It brought me back to freestyle. Like, freestyle was so big for me that it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Being Puerto Rican, growing up in the Bronx, it was like freestyle was everything. So, you know, being able to get an iconic person like Stevie B, it was crazy.
I seen the video. It was pretty dope. I'm like, Stevie B in Brazil? Like, who would have, you know what I mean? But at the same time, sometimes it's better to be known international and overseas than out here. It's basically like home. Like, you know what I mean?
Also, like, I did another song in Brazil, and we shot in the favelas, and I had the guy from City of Gods. He was in the video for the song called "Come This Way." I shot that at favelas in Brazil, in Rio.
It's like the hood.
Yeah, the favelas is what
Yeah,
they call a
literally.
hood, but it's like a different type of hood. Because in the favelas, they have their own police, they have their own doctors.
Yeah, that you don't have
Like,
to leave from
you
there.
don't have to
just-
leave
yeah, yeah.
from that area. Like, they got stores, like, you don't leave from there, like, you know what I mean? And you can't just go up in there. You have to have a connect.
It's like going on a pela, but they don't got
I
their
don't
own.
know about the pela. The pela's a little different.
That's a little different. That you
Because
just
the
go there
pela,
for you.
you may not come back.
Basically.
Like, you know, in the favelas, if you know whoever you know, they let you leave. The pela is different.
It's like,
The
you're
pela
lucky if you
becomes a
leave.
whole different situation because that in its entirety is crazy. I was just in Puerto Rico and I was when I was coming back, some guys went to go get weed in La Pela. And they threw a brick through the back of the rental
Oh my God.
that they was in. They was like, yo, we just wanted to get weed. And they just started chasing us and throwing stuff. I was like, wow. Luckily y'all got out of there alive, you know what I mean?
I had a friend that too had an experience there, and she's like, it's the same thing. We just wanted some weed.
Yeah, everybody think it's always good to go get weed there. That's not it.
Go to caserío, maybe there you come
Yo,
out.
tell a concierge.
I know, go to the hotel. Where's a good place to buy weed other than La Vela? Basically. So what's next for Chubs, Mr. Chubby Chubs? ¿Qué es lo que viene ahora?
I mean, I don't never know. Like, honestly, I just know that doors open and I just gotta keep going through them. I mean, you know, right now I have a consulting company, you know, that I started where I help artists brand themselves and make their awareness to what they want to get done and being heard. Because a lot of people don't have that direction. So I give a lot of guidance to a lot of people. With that, I help people out. Right now, you know, I have an artist, his name is Selly Bucks, that's moving out here. Another artist, King Bricks, that's out here. Sig Poppy, Yahweh. You know, there's a lot of artists that are really, you know, moving in the city right now that have great music. I just came across another kid named 2Gs. He got some good music. Kid A-Zip, he got some good music.
Yes, shout out to
A-Zip don't stop.
Free niggas, huh? Free niggas.
Well, he got a song that I love. It's called Cornerstone.
Corner store. Yeah, he
Corner
just came out.
Store.
The video just came out, what, 2 weeks ago? Around
Him
there?
and Q Philly, I love that record. That record is hard because, you know, it's Poppy in the store, you know what I mean? On tal pang and all that.
So, who have, of all the submissions you've gotten, who is the artist that you really like the most out here? Like, that you, or it's just so many of them that's just...
There's a lot of them, but I mean, like, right now, Selly Bucks, 22 years old. King Bricks, 22 years old.
They're young. That's what
It's
I
a
like.
young boy's
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
It's honest truth. It's a young boy's game. It's not it's not built for the older cats. You know what I'm saying? It's a young boy game.
And the crazy thing is like having Chubby Chubs be that person to back you up. It's like he's been in the game for years. It made him an animal.
You know,
There's rules to this shit.
That's my favorite ish right there. That's my favorite thing. I say that a lot.
You need to write yourself a manual.
I say that a lot. You know what I mean? That's why I got that big T on. I say that a lot to a lot of people, man. And that's like, that always sticks with me. You know what I mean? You know, it's a step-by-step booklet for you to get.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I say it because
but that'd be
every
cool if
day-
you do a DJ's manual, a 10 Crack Commandments DJ's edition. That would be dope.
I mean, I would love to do a book like that for 10 quotes that would matter. You know what I mean? And not just as a DJ. I mean,
And life.
in life
Yeah,
for a DJ,
yes.
artist,
Yep.
anybody that's trying to be heard or seen.
That would be cool.
That's what you know, if I do, I owe it to you.
Inspired by
Inspired by Bebas bitch.
he had another bitch when he was thinking of all the quotes. How about
You know what I mean? And it'll say inspired by Bebas bitch.
Not for nothing. This drink is the shit.
No, it's popping. I love it.
Another
It's
shot?
nice. Yeah, I'll take it on.
Another shot.
Yo, smell.
Yep. When the Henny's in the system.
Can we get some water, please?
Really? You can't hang?
I'm not a drinker like that. I gotta be in an atmosphere. I gotta be in front of crowds.
Oh.
When I'm rocking, it's
So
different.
be on it with the vibe, yep.
Like just a drink.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's a special right now though.
Yeah. But it's true, because I can't just be at home and just drink. And I have a bar in my house.
Me too.
I do have it, but I don't drink.
I don't drink.
Yeah. And it's like, it could be like if I'm chilling, maybe.
I mean, a little
in the
Tito's and a
mood
little
type
wine
of
works
thing.
for me sometimes
Pero
though.
yo no.
Thank you.
And usually I like to drink with, you know. And that's not the case. So I just don't drink.
All right. What I missed?
Listen, have you ever, okay, I'm gonna get real quick. Have you ever gotten a Charlie horse while masturbating?
That's tough. It's happened.
Yeah, have you,
tough.
okay, I could see a guy having one, but a female getting one, it's just no joke.
Is that like lightning in the leg? Like lightning?
It's like
You feel like they hit you with the gun? Like,
oh my God. I'm like, is this what it feels when you get tasered or something? That is not fun. I'm like, I hate it here. It's the worst. I'm like, I can't. I don't even know what to do. I'm eating his Oreos. I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie, I never had that.
It was good, right? You could do it at home too, with the powdered sugar. Let's see the.
I'm good.
Huh?
My daughter would love those.
It's easy. Or you could come. Oh, you could come to Top Mix and get them. Cheers.
Shit.
Cheers. Why you gonna make the face?
Oh my
Why you gonna make
God.
the face? Why you gonna make the face? Really gonna have him drunk words, sober thoughts?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That hit different.
The Henny Pyramid does hit me different. So, you got your album coming out, which because of COVID, it obviously was a pause, right?
Where we still, yeah, right now it's because of pause, but it's also got a couple of clearance things I gotta do.
Okay.
Because I got a lot of people from Brazil on the album as well.
Okay,
a lot
so
of
you
the
gotta
young
make
cats.
sure that, yeah. Mm-hmm. He put it on for New England and put it on for Brazil. Come on now.
I mean, you know, people like me. Some don't, they don't. I mean, you know, you can't please everybody,
That's
but
not, it's like if you don't like me, that's not my problem. That's how I see it. That's
you
no
know,
problem.
God is good.
And you've been blessed very well.
I've been
obviously.
blessed, even with the pandemic. I'm still working, never not working. I've been blessed to say, hey, I could do it, and if I could do it, you could do it too.
That's a nice little slogan. This has been okay. This what is it? This commercial has been approved by Chubby Chubs.
It's been approved by Bebas, and it was a privilege.
Yeah. It's a privilege to be around me. I love saying.
Okay.
I'm saying.
I like it.
You know. So I want to see like when future Chubs, what do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? You're still gonna be DJing.
I think I will be DJing. Honestly, you know, I can't say no, you know what I mean, unless something really bad happens that I don't, you know what I mean?
I need to see the Puerto Rican side of Chubs like that. Salsa, la merengue, that DJ like that. Like I see yourself in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's it. It's like that behind the table, like that, like that. See la maraca, like that
con la
though.
huila,
My mother, she's all that. My mother's all that. My mother be in the car and she, without the maracas, and then she do the little Guido. I'll be like, all right. But I don't got all that. But you know, I love salsa. When I was young, I didn't care for it. I was more like,
I always
was more
liked it.
for
I just
hip-hop.
didn't understand the words. It's like, you know, so now as an older, I
Oh, yeah.
understand that half of these salsas was like really, they were okay with, you know, men being cheating on their wives. They're okay with women being prostitutes. And it's like, all this time I was singing to
yeah, Hector Lavoe.
Hector Lavoe is the best. That's like one
Hector
of the.
Lavoe is like him, Ismael Rivera, La Lupe.
All these are these
You know,
classics.
those are people that, you know, my mom's favorite is Oscar de Leon. You know, I listen to music that it mattered. You know what I mean? When I was young, like it was music like Felipe Rodriguez, El Trio. Like there was music that you'd be like,
But now you have a more respect for it.
then when you got older, you like, ooh, que le pongan salsa, like
Hey,
bruja, El Gran Combo. And you be like, oh man, they rocking.
Yeah. La India, now I understand my mother perfectly clear. When mommy used to bust the India when she was cleaning, I'm like, oh, she's mad at her dad. Jesus.
But the crazy thing, La India used to be a freestyle artist.
Yes. And then como que este se metió en la salsa. Yeah.
Se metió en la salsa de brujería.
It's like Brenda K-Star. Brenda K-Star did a track in salsa too. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but she didn't make it.
She
No,
doesn't
no
take it to La
offense.
India, you know.
Mark Anthony was a freestyle artist before he became the great salsero he is. You know, it's a history of knowing, you know, where people came from and how they did things, you know, and following them to see their journey and see where they go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, it's crazy because I used to go see like India and Mark Anthony at Studio 54.
Oh, wow.
My good friend Rudy, he was older than us, and he would take us downtown. And we was young. Like New York was different at one time. Like going in the clubs, you was young. Like we ain't belong in no club. Like
Yeah, they didn't really was on the whole you got an ID type thing.
Nah, they asked for ID, but it wasn't like 18,
yeah.
21. It wasn't that. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, got ID, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But then it was more like the OGs, they would, you know,
Together
pay.
your wing
They
and-
would pay and they
yeah.
would go down there so much that after a while they knew who he
They
was.
knew who it was, yeah.
So my man Rudy was like our big OG and he would get us into these clubs. We'd go to Palladium, we'd go to Roseland, we'd go to 1018, we'd go to the Fun. Like it was so many clubs that we going to and I was just like amazed, you know what I mean? To watch DJs like Todd Terry, Little Louis Vega, like those DJs, it just made you be like, oh wow, this is crazy. But it got me to understand the music the house music and the freestyle and appreciate it.
Who is the top 10 or top 5 DJs that you that's like those are your people? Obviously heavy hitter DJs.
I mean, well, you know, my top 5 is different because of how I grew up. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, my top 5 is more of the people that were my influence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my god brother, he's like a big influence for me. God brother Diz, but even though he don't DJ no more, he was like my biggest influence because he had turntables in his house, and even though they kicked me out and all that, you know, it still made me want to work harder. Did I think it would have made me a bigger, you know, into the career that I'm in? No, I didn't think that. I didn't never think I would have made it to where I'm at now, ever. Not in a lifetime. I didn't have that. It wasn't that I wanted to be a DJ. You know what I mean? It was more like excuse me, it was more like understanding to be a DJ.
Yeah.
So like, I got my godbrother Diz. Then it was Charlie Chase, because he was Puerto Rican, the first Puerto Rican DJ I ever heard of. And he was like in the mix with a group called the Cold Crush 4. This is in the 80s, which they were probably out in the 70s, but for me it was the 80s. Then after that is, Grandmaster Flash. Then you got Brucey B. Then you got Kid Capri. These are people that made influence to me because knowing your character of the DJ that you are, the caliber of a DJ that you become, it's because you nitpick from all these DJs.
Yeah.
So then after that it's Clark Kent. You see what I'm saying? So these DJs lived on transitions and knowing how to maneuver the crowd and seeing how to talk to people. So that made me more embrace that.
You ever had DJs that hate on you?
I don't know.
He's like, I don't know, I don't care.
I don't know. I mean, I can't really call it. You know what I mean? Because hate is such a bad word.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I'm not a fan of saying hater. I don't say that. I don't say people hate on me. I don't live on that. I live on what I live on and what I believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mother showed me always that, you can't get along with everybody.
That's true.
Todo el mundo no es amigo, todo el mundo no es la persona para ti. The person that you want to be your best friend isn't always your best friend.
Yeah, it's usually
El amigo un peso en el bolsillo.
That is so
You know what I mean? In
true.
case y'all don't know what that means, a friend is only $1 in your pocket.
Yep. Same
You
way
know what I
it
mean?
comes in, it
And
comes out.
another thing that my mom's always said was, el que no oye consejo nunca llega viejo. If you don't pay attention to what's being told to you and understanding the message in the world, you're never gonna make it to be old.
Yeah. And usually the consejo.
You know what I mean? And I thank God that I've been here. I'm here.
I know, how old are you gonna be?
I don't know, 35. I just started DJing.
You just started singing, that's what I'm talking about. You mentioned the 80s, I was like, wait a minute.
I'm a baby. Look at me, man. I look old to you, man. No, I'm there, though.
You're there. He's there.
I'm there, man.
Not
I'm
for
there.
nothing, us Hispanics, because we age like fine wine.
You know what's funny?
have to say.
I think that for me it was more when you lose weight.
Oh,
You
if
look
if you would
younger.
have been bigger, you would have looked older.
Yeah, I would have looked older. It would have been more depressing. You know what I mean? Being that I lost the weight, it made me feel like
Okay.
rejuvenated. I'm rejuvenated and soon to be relocated. You know what I mean? So it's like you get that kind of feeling that, you just age gracefully. You know what I mean?
And you know what I think is like laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is always the best.
I feel like for me, I have to laugh for everything.
I laugh at everything in my own jokes.
Yeah, I be looking at.
I get it from my mother though. My mother laughs. She laughs at her own jokes too.
I feel like laughter is the best medicine for everything, the pressure, everything. Like I've been feeling down, and I just I make other people laugh, and that makes me laugh.
Yeah,
like
that's-
so I feel like, yeah, laughter
Laughter
being
is
positive,
everything.
being finding positive out of a negative situation. Always know that you're always gonna come out of it, regardless of the situation that's in.
As long as you keep that faith with
Faith,
God,
yes.
you good.
You know the vibe. So
Alright.
thank you, Chubs, for being the Bebas Bartalk.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing. Hopefully these drinks didn't get you fucked
Nah,
up.
and I appreciate the birthday. I
I
appreciate the birthday love
You know,
early.
sapawele to you.
in the maze and all that.
You know. So thank you for being part of Bebas Bartalk. Drug Words Over Thoughts. Don't be fucked up, twisted, and confused. Out.